Welcome back once again, yogis. Time for yoga. Grab some props if you'd like to use them. A couple of blocks might come in handy today. I'll give you a few seconds to grab those things and I'll see you right back here. We start today on the belly. So come on to hands and knees, bring the hips forward, lower all the way down. Settling into Sphinx pose, tops of the feet on the mat, slide the fingertips forward, press through the hands, lift your chest, hug both elbows in. Your elbows should line up just about underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Lift through the sternum, soften the shoulders back, let your eyes gaze forward. Feel your tailbone lengthen toward your heels to avoid compressing the lower back, right? We want to create length as best we can throughout the body. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Just let yourself settle into space for a moment or two. And evening the breath as best you can. You can stay right where you are with your elbows, your forearms down, or if you want to go for it, you can deepen the stretch by lifting into seal pose. Press through the hands, lift your elbows. Of course, modifying your practice as it makes sense today. Do what feels right for you. Maybe fire up your Ujjayi breath, generate a little bit of heat. And let's give ourselves another deep breath or two here. And lowering elbows, forearms back down on the mat. Let's add a little quad stretch while we're here. Slide your left hand in a little bit, bend the right knee, reach your right hand to the foot, and draw the heel to the hip. Pressing through the left hand, left arm enough to stay lifted. Take another full breath. Letting go, return your right hand down, slide the hand in, bend the left knee, reach your left hand back. Draw the heel to the hip, chest up, gaze forward, one more breath. Letting go, release the left foot and lower all the way onto the mat. Slide the arms back behind you with the palms face down. Glue the legs together. Tops of the feet start on the mat. Bring your chin to the mat. Soften the shoulders back a little bit. And as you keep the palms pressing down on the mat, lift the legs, lift your head up. Soften the shoulders back. Keep the feet glued together. Lift as you inhale. Holding with your exhale, and let's give it another deep breath or two. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down. Come onto your hands and knees. Child's pose. Separate the knees a little, toes together. You can reach arms forward. Maybe turn the palms up, or you can reach the arms back behind you. Let's give it another deep breath or two right here. Come back onto hands and knees. Let's take it to downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide, tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back. Feel free, of course, to walk out the feet if you'd like to do that. Feel the whole spine lengthening, decompressing in this inversion. And you're either looking between your feet or between your knees. Keep the tailbone angling up, but let the pelvis tuck slightly. Shoulders away from the ears. Let's give it another full breath. And walk your hands to your feet. Walk the hands back, 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 all the way so you're folding over both legs, back of the mat, head down. Soften through the knees a little, roll up slow to stand. Press down as you come up. Head up last, soften the shoulders back, standing tall in Tadasana, back of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms around, grab your right wrist with the left hand, stretch up and over left, lengthen the tailbone down. Return to center, grab the left wrist, stretch up and over to your right, press down through the legs. Come back to center, dive over the legs, Uttanasana. Down dog, walk your hands all the way back out. With your next inhale, bring it forward to plank. You can chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog, press back. Hold for another full breath. Soften through the knees, look forward, step or hop your feet to the front. Fold over the legs when you get there, the feet slightly separating. Take your hands to opposite elbows, hanging over the legs in an uncomplicated ragdoll. And you can nod the head or shake the head or sway a little if that feels good. Just kind of letting things roll off. Letting this new year be about all the things we want to see, right? Letting go of the things that we no longer wish to see or that we wish to see less of. So letting things roll off. Switch the hands, opposite hand on top. Give it another full breath. All right, so what can you let go of today? Drop your arms toward the mat, roll up slow to stand. One more time. Uncurl, lift up, shoulders back, standing tall, step both feet together, toes and heels touch. Sit deep in chair pose, bend the knees, lift the arms, bring the prayer to the heart. Knees back, hips down, twist right, hook the left elbow, look to the right, maybe look over your shoulder and hold one more breath. Inhaling, return center. Exhaling, dive over the legs, head down. Send the left leg back, low lunge. Turn the back heel 45-degree angle and straighten the front leg. Parsvottanasana. Use blocks under the hands if you'd like here. One breath. Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Put a bend in the front knee, press through the legs, sweep the arms all the way up. Nice deep bend in the right knee. Look up if you can. One more breath. Look forward, humble warrior, arms back, interlace fingers, open the heart, keep the front knee bending, lengthen, round down, head down, arms to the sky. Feel free if you're here. You can keep the fingers interlaced or take your hands to opposite elbows behind the back. And if you're feeling spicy, maybe straighten the front leg, coming into full Parsvottanasana. Let's return hands toward the mat, put a bend in the front knee. Setting up Warrior Two, readjust the back foot as you need, widening the angle a little bit. Then lift up, sweep the arms out and around, look over the right middle finger, one more breath. Big inhale. With your exhale, lower the hands to the inside of the right foot. Skandasana, go to the left. Bend the left knee, chest up, one breath. Take Skandasana to the right, side lunge, pass through center, bend the right knee, stretch the left leg, one breath. We'll take low lunge at the back of the mat. Pass through center, pivot, pivot, hands to opposite sides of the left foot. Low lunge twist, lift the left arm, reach high. Lower your left hand to the mat. Warrior one at the back of the mat. Pivot the right heel, 45-degree angle. Press down and float the arms high. Look up if you can, one more breath. Open up for warrior two, drop the arms out. Look over the left middle finger, one breath. Come into star pose to the right as you come up. Straight legs, arms up, angle the toes out a little. Goddess pose, bend the knees, hands to your thighs, shoulders over the hips, knees over the heels. Take a deep breath here, really sitting into the hips. Keep the legs strong, press down, inhale, star, lift up. Exhale, goddess, one more time as you sit. Inhale, bring it all the way up, return to warrior two at the front. Pivot the feet, arms out, look over the right middle finger, one more breath. We'll reverse warrior, sweep the right arm over. Low lunge, lower both hands to the mat, turn on the back toes. Vashisthasana, side plank, face the right side of the room. Your left hand stays down, stack the right leg on top. You can modify any way that you wish. You can keep the legs straight. You can step the right foot in front or behind you. If you want to do a little mini flip, the foot's behind you. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, come to plank pose, center it out, breathe in. You can chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Let's give it another deep breath or two. Inhaling, lift the right leg. Exhaling, bring the knee to the nose and round. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, fall in triangle. Bring the right knee to the left elbow. Kick the right foot through. Roll to the edges of the feet and float the left arm up. Look up if you can. One more big inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand, down dog split. Return the right leg up to the sky. Step to low lunge, bring your foot through the hands, step all the way up to the front and fold over the legs, head down. Return your feet together, toes, heels touch, sit deep in chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring the prayer to the heart. Twist to your left, keep the chest up, lengthen the spine, look over the shoulder, one breath. And inhaling, return to center. Exhaling, fold, head down. Send the right leg back, low lunge. Turn the back heel, 45-degree angle, Parsvottanasana as you straighten the front leg. Blocks under the hands if you'd like to use them here. Head down, one breath. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana, bend the left knee, press down and lift up. Reach for the sky, look up if you can, one breath. Embracing all the new things to come here. Look forward, arms back, interlace fingers, humble warrior, change the grip, heart open, lengthen, head down, arms up to the sky, one breath. You can keep the fingers interlaced behind you, or you can take hands to opposite elbows, switch the grip from the first side, setting up Parsvottanasana. If you want to straighten the left leg, lengthen, head down for another full breath. Lower hands to the mat, lift the chest and bend the left knee. Setting up warrior two, other side, readjust the back foot as you see fit. Windmill the arms out and around, lift up, reach out, look over the left middle finger, one breath. Another big inhale. Exhale the hands inside the left foot. Skandasana, go to the right, back of the mat. Stretch the left leg, one breath. Pass through center, go to your left. Bend the left knee, stretch the right leg, one breath. Take it to low lunge, back of the mat. Lift up, pivot, 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 hands to opposite sides of your right foot. Low lunge twist, lift the right arm, reach high. Lower the right hand down. Warrior one, back heel, 45-degree angle as you press down. Lift all the way up. Look up to the sky if you can. One more breath. Open warrior two, drop the arms out, one breath, look over the right middle finger. We'll star pose to the left, come up, straight legs, arms high, adjust your feet, goddess, bend the knees, hands to your thighs, find your alignment, keep it clean, chest up, one breath. Sit deep, inhale, arms high for a star pose. One more goddess, exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, star, lift up. Warrior two to the front, bend the left knee, look over the left middle finger, one more breath. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep the left arm over. Low lunge, exhale, hands down, turn on the back toes. Vashisthasana, side plank, face the left side. Your right hand is down. Stack the left leg on top. You can modify any way you choose, but try to do the same thing from the first side. I did a little mini flip, so I'm stepping the left foot behind me, sweeping the left arm over and holding for one more breath. Bring it back to center plank, big inhale. You can chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And when you get back to your down dog, take a child's pose. Lower the knees, separate knees, toes together. You can reach arms forward or back. If both arms are extending forward, flip the palms up in an open gesture of receiving. Right? You have to be open to receiving new things as they come in order to get their benefits. So welcome all the new things. Checking in with the breath. One more time. And return onto hands and knees. Bring it back to downward facing dog. From your down dog, we'll lift the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose and round. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, fallen triangle, left knee to right elbow. Kick the foot through, roll to the edges of the feet and float the right arm high. Maybe look up and hold one more breath. Lower the right hand, down dog split, left leg up, low lunge, step through. Step all the way up to the front and fold over the legs, feet hip width distance, Padangusthasana, hand to toe pose. Grab your big toes in yogi toe lock, lift the chest on the inhale. Exhale, round. Let's take 3 to 5 deep breaths. One more deep breath. Inhale Inhaling, chest up. Exhaling, releasing out the toes. Bring both hands to the waist, flat back, press up slow to stand. And when you come all the way up, keep the hands on the waist. I'm gonna turn and face you. We'll do a little Vrikshasana tree pose. Shift your weight to the left leg, turn the right toes out. Find your drishti at one point past the nose. That's gonna help with your balance. Step the right foot inside the left leg, above or below the knee. Bring the palms to prayer at the heart, chest up, relax the shoulders, and press through the legs. With the one leg, lift the arms, separate the hands, bring thumbs and index fingers together. Soft gaze past the nose, keep the breath fired up. Relax the shoulder blades. One more time. Bring the palms again to the heart. Lower the right leg. Switch sides, shift your weight. Now the left toes turn out, maintaining gaze at one point on your drishti, and step the left foot in, either above or below the knee. Tailbone down, chest up. Press through the right leg, then lift the arms, separate the hands. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Give yourself enough flexibility to move with the breath, like a tree blowing in the breeze. And return the palms to prayer at the heart and lower the left leg down. Returning to stillness, front of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Exhale, dive over the legs. Chest up on the inhale. Step back into plank as you exhale. From your plank pose, come onto hands and knees. Sweep the legs around front. Grab a block or some kind of prop that you can use. Bending up at your knees, feet flat on the mat, lower down onto your back. Setting up bridge pose. Slide the heels in so they line up under your knees and keep your feet and knees hip width distance apart. That's only a space of about 4 to 6 inches. All 10 toes point forward. So the block comes in handy because we're going to do a supported bridge pose today, because we're going to see if we can deepen the back bend and then hold it for a little longer. But if you prefer the active variation of bridge, you're more than welcome to skip the prop. And if you don't have a block, you can always roll up a blanket, a pillow, or use a bolster or something. Lift the hips, slide the block behind the sacrum. You're certainly welcome to keep the block on the flat side, the lowest height. Find a comfortable spot, because this should feel good on the lower back, and you can stay here. Or lift the hips and bring the block on the middle height. Again, find a comfortable spot. Stay here. Keep the knees pointing forward. Don't let the knees roll out. Keep everything dialed in. The thighs roll in a little bit. If, again, you're feeling spicy today, you can take the block up on the tall side, come up onto your toes, lift the hips a little higher, slide the block behind the sacrum, right back of the pelvis. Let your heels lower down. Again, keep the legs dialed in. So toes point forward, knees point forward. Relax the arms down. And if you're doing the active variation of bridge, you can grab the edges of the mat or even interlace fingers behind the back. Let's hold for about 5 more deep breaths. You can even close the eyes if you like here, completely up to you. Or embrace the sun and look up toward the sky. 2 more deep breaths. letting go, releasing your back bend, lift the hips to remove the prop, lower your hips back down on the mat, hug your knees in, rock a little side to side. You can take a happy baby pose if that feels good here. Good. Then bring your feet back down on the mat. Let's do some reverse figure 4. Take your right ankle above the left knee and hug the left leg in. Flex your feet, head back on the mat, soften the shoulders, and let's take another deep breath or two. Releasing your left foot on the mat. Keep your right ankle where it is. Drop the arms out to the sides like airplane wings and drop both knees toward the right side. Turn your head to the left if you can and hold. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Return to center. Now go the other way. Bring your right foot toward the floor on the left side, right? So your right knee is almost pointing up toward the sky. And maybe look to the right if you can. Hold for another full breath. Coming back to center. Bring your right foot back on the mat. Take the left ankle above the right knee and hug the right leg in. Reverse figure 4. Head back on the mat, soften the shoulders, flex your feet, and hold for another deep breath or two. You can hold the reverse figure 4, but release your hands, lower your right foot flat on the mat. Drop both arms out to the sides like airplane wings. Now drop your knees toward the left. Try turning your head to the right if you can, holding for another deep breath. Coming back to center, keep your left foot where it is. Drop your left foot to the right. And turn your head to the left. Hold for another deep breath. Coming back to center, hug the knees in. Feel free to either rest in Supta Baddha Konasana briefly, feet together, knees out, for a little restorative rest, or you can come into shoulder stand, Sarvangasana, briefly before we settle into Shavasana. Hands to the lower back, look up at your feet, keep your head stable, and hold for another deep breath or two. Lower down, take your counter stretch, your fish pose, Matsyasana, or roll onto your belly for Cobra. Give it another deep breath or two. Releasing out, returning onto your backs. You can hug the knees in or take any final little stretch that you'd like before settling into some stillness. Otherwise, you've earned your rest. Setting up Shavasana, lay back on the mat, let go of the legs. Feel free to cover yourself with a blanket or put on a sweater to avoid getting too chilly in your Shavasana. Extending out the legs, separate the feet a little bit. Once again, the arms drop out with the palms facing up, the eyes are closed. letting go of any ujjayi breath. Just settle back. Let yourself feel light, airy, having worked out and released all the things. Letting this time be for you to rest and your body to restore, so you feel better stepping off the mat than when you first stepped on today. Feel free to remain as long as you have time for your Shavasana. I will otherwise leave you here today. Thank you again for sharing your practice. I will see you next time on the mat. Namaste.